Hello, welcome back. Some shocking developments this turn, unfortunately. We did get the thaumaturgy done, though. So, I alchemized some gems. We'll put up Fowler this month. Might as well stick with that plan. Next thing, we had some battles into Hinnom. These are the rituals. So we have lots of projections into generally 1 point of PD. Wolves and false horrors and what have you. That all goes pretty fine. No problems there. However, we also got ritual into by... I clicked the wrong battle. We also got ritual into by Agartha, who hit one of our blood hunting provinces with a golem thug. So pretty basic set of gear. Good for clearing PD. Good for killing out tons of hawks and skeletons too, unfortunately. And our blood hunters don't really do much, it must be said. They do retreat though. We can also see, I'll just, maybe moved into Parched Expanse and Vlax as well. Parched Expanse, yeah, the Azrapa didn't really... I mean, they take some losses, that's what I'll say. I guess when there's actually some PD, yeah, some of them do fall over. They don't have much armor or anything like that. But we also saw Agartha attacking into Mikoni and TNN. Specifically, this TNN throne and this Mikoni fort above this Mikoni throne. So, kind of suggests that Agartha is making a throne push, which, I mean, I guess this caught me off guard because I didn't think they were that close to winning, you know. Let's see. You need 13 points, which means you need 7 thrones. So if they get 2, that would be on... It means they must have 2 more unclaimed thrones in their territory. Who has... Earthblood Deepwell is Arco, so this is Arco. Oh, they might have, like, underground thrones though, right? That I can't see. I don't know what the cave layer looks like. Oh, well, there's this. Let's say they have this as well. Yeah, in fact, let's count them. What can we actually see? Let's assume that they have 1... 2... I'm not sure, honestly. 3. Let's go with this one, 3. Oh, 4. If they just have 1 more throne somewhere. Maybe this one? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, and the underground one. I mean, that could be. Maybe. I mean, the fact that they're attacking 2 players at once, well, 3 as well if you include me, onto thrones, suggests that they're, you know, they're certainly going all in, so we have to assume that they're going to win pretty quickly. This is already open too, so if they storm it, then... I mean, they're going to be claiming it next month. This will be a bit slower. This is also open, but they have to then go underground and open up this fort next, so... We've got a bit of time there. The armies they have are quite large as well. I can't really do anything to them is the thing. Because I could like I could project my god at this and try and, you know, make it easier for Mikoni or TNN to defend, but like I'm just not really going to do anything to it, am I? So that's the Mikoni army. So 400 units, including 50 sylphs. 38 Great Holmes. lots of mages, including, yeah, Earth King, Fire King. The TNN army is also, you know, not quite as much variety in this army, but it's 219 ancient ones and about 20 mages. So not a great happening. Besides that, you know, Wrath of God's going off. Lost some tax. And I think that's it for the important stuff. Yeah, so the war against Hinnom has been called off. We have to immediately try and take this throne off Agartha, I think. There's not much else for us to do, really. So all this fun we've been planning for is just cancelled. I sent a message to Hinnom saying, yep, whoops, forget this. Peace in our time. Now I have to try and get this giant stack over to Imicton, which is going to take a while. The terrain here is not favourable. There's no path from the Weald to Mag, unfortunately. And we can't go very far because this is a swamp. So 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 4 turns to get the stack over to Imicton. Which is, you know, can anything get to Last Step Swamp? Just like random mages with no units. Yeah, it doesn't matter, does it? We'll try and get that over to Imicton. The Summon Factory is also moving to Imicton. I'm also evacuating Iron Range as well. So a lot of the high quality stuff is moving to Noranthian. It's set up like this in case we bump into the Golem. We can hang back and buff up these guys. And then maybe they can kill the Golem, I'm not sure. They'll probably have a better shot at it than a bunch of Hawks and Skeletons anyway. And yeah, as you can see, I mean, the arrows are just mostly moving to Imicton. We'll try and put something together quickly that can just sit on this and try and take it, but it's very hard to... It's hard to take Agartha's forts quickly, right? And it doesn't help that they're Order 4, which means our stats are going to be trash. So there's a few little things I'm going to do. First up, over in Imicton, I'm starting to do a bunch of summons. I'm also getting a Shadow Imp. I was thinking of summoning a Shadow Imp, putting a bunch of stealth boosting items on it, and then giving it that item that lowers Dominion. If we can make that. I can't remember what it's called, or... Let's see. I think it's... I don't know, is it the weird owl thing? No, that's a stealth boosting item. There's some item, but I can't remember what it is. Is it the Stone Idol? Heretic 3, maybe this is what I'm thinking of. It's Earth and Astral. I'm not sure if we have Earth and Astral, actually. Does our god have Earth? I can't remember. No. So I don't think we can make that, actually. It's a bit of a shame. I'll see if there's some other item we can put on a Shadow Imp to lower Dominion. It is going down, I suppose. I was going to put the thing that lowers Dominion and a Bane Venom Charm and a bunch of stealth items. And just sit it here and see if it, you know. And then we can also just start spamming Unrest spells on the throne as well. And the Unrest will make it better for us when we attack, and also harder to find the Imp, right? That was the plan. We'll see how that goes. Other thing I need to do is make a Golem killing thug. So that's pretty simple, at least for us. We're going to make... Let's see, where's the Forging Throne? So Boots of Quickness. Summoning some Dakinis as well. It's 2 Smashes, a Spirit Helmet, Braces of Protection, and a Cat Charm. And we already have Chainmail of Displacement. So we'll stick all of those items onto, I don't know, a Rex Shiraja or something. And it can Cloud Trapeze onto the Golem when we see it and just kill it, probably. See how that goes. So we got Counter Thug, we've got some kind of setup here, and then we just move units here quickly to try and take this throne off for Agartha. But it does kind of look like they might be close to a win, so I need to figure out something I can do. You know what? Once mages are in position, spamming those unrest spells on this province is probably not a bad idea. There's also, isn't there spells that lower Dominion? I'll have to look that up. Because we could move something onto this province. Maybe we can get this up to a position where we have, you know, Chaos Power 5 or something, but I mean, Order 4 is pretty hard to get to that position, but we'll see. If I can just start casting Reign of Toads and Wrath of Pazuzu on this throne every turn, I mean, we'll top out the Unrest at least. That's got to be something. Let's see what happens. Do we actually have Heretic Mages now that I think about it? No, I'm thinking of Machaka, aren't I? What do you guys do in lady form? Let's see. Change shape. What's change? Oh, change shape. No, they're just seducers. Nothing useful with Dominion. Okay. I'm casting I'm casting Foul Air though, so that's cool. So Foul Air's going up. Yep. Besides that, do we have any evocation actually? We could cast Thunderstorm on that province as well, which becomes more interesting with Foul Air up, doesn't it? Okay, whatever. I'm just going to leave things there because the big news this turn is just, yeah, Nagath is probably close to winning, so we need to pivot quickly and do something about that. But whether we can or not remains to be seen. That's it for turn 62, though. So, not a great development, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. First up, looks like Hinnom has immediately gone AI, so I guess I spooked them? I don't know. It's a bit sad. They do have a throne, and they're one of the only players left in the game, so maybe they're in contact with Agartha, and they know what's about to happen. Anyway, we got Conjuration done. We're at 6, can do some important stuff now. Big ones for us are Sea King's Court and Flame Spirit. So we'll start doing those. Next up will be the Blood Magic. So we'll try to get through that. We cast Foul Air successfully, so that's good. And we also summoned a couple of Dakinis. So I'll check those out in a second too. Still doing Blood Hunting. Hinnom did take back some of their provinces. They bounced off some though. Looks like his dragon is up and about. Oh, that's right, the Marrow attacked us too. So the Marrow came on land. You can see the Foul Air in the air. Shatter hammering the Garners. So Marrow into 8-tiered PD with some skeletons and Garners. Who wins this? Yeah, turns out we do. So I think that was about 90 Marrow. Marrow is some of the worst units in the game. Let's see. If we click on all of the ghosts who are wounded, do you think they all have diseases? Yep, sure looks like it. So that's pretty, this guy's got like 1 wound. And yeah, even he got diseased. So yeah, Foul Air is no joke. You get hit once, you just immediately get diseased. So pairing with Wrath of God is pretty nice. Since 51 people just got hit, so it should have an effect. Events then, Misfortune and Magic, and a couple of Pearls and Gems. Some Scouts in court. We cured 3 diseases ourselves, that's nice. And the usual patrolling and starving messages. So here we are now. Important development first. Yeah, Agartha definitely thinks they can just win because they've just skipped this fort entirely and gone straight underground. Which is very risky, because if Makoni can actually beat them now, they'll have nowhere to retreat to. Actually, that's a lie, isn't it? I can't see the rest of the cave layer. There could be retreat provinces around here owned by Agartha for all I know. So I can't actually say for certain that's true. Either way, Agartha is now just on the top of this stone fort now, and it's open. However, this one is still open and they didn't siege it yet. So that's good. It means we have a little bit more time. Fair enough. We have some Dakini now. These ladies, very cool units. They have good stats. In this case, she has quickness boots too. So giving her a bit of defense and stuff. But yeah, they're all A3, B3 with Death 1 and Holy 2. So that's pretty good anyway. But then they also all have Fear, they fly, and they have damage reversal too. So damage reversal is pretty cool. You don't see that very often. They also have Chaos Power like most of our demons do. Yeah, so very cool. We'll start summoning one of these every month. It gives us lots of big blood casters to play with too. I've given her quickness boots, so she now has map move 40. She can move directly over to Imicton, where she'll start doing, in the short term, Wrath of Pazuzu. But yeah, we'll find something more interesting for her to do later. We also have our guy who can kill golems. The quickness boots will eventually belong to him. So he should have 19 base defense, and then if he blesses himself, it's what, 24? Depends on the scales, of course, for chaos power, but yeah. But if he's around 24 protection, 24 defense, the golem is not really much of a threat to him. Bless gives him fire resistance as well. So all he really needs to do is bless, and then attack largest. And he'll just obliterate the golem if we see it again. So that's that problem taken care of. Next up, I'm forging a bunch of stealth items. So there's Eye of Innocence, Ranger's Cloak, and I don't remember what the other one is. But there's 3 anyway. I actually have no idea what it is. But there's definitely 3 being forged. We'll take a look at it next month anyway. I'm also making a Bane Venom Charm. So we'll take the Shadow Imp here, we'll put the stealth items and the Bane Venom Charm on him, he'll move over to Tricia. Meanwhile, we'll be hitting it with Wrath of Pazuzu and Reign of Toads, which we're starting to cast this month. Reign of Toads is B3N1. So yeah, this guy can do it with 2 boosters. He can start doing that every month. So Reign of Toads plus Wrath of Pazuzu is what? Let's see. Reign of Toads is 40 Unrest, and Wrath of Pazuzu is 35. Reign of Toads also diseases. So 75 Unrest plus 4% disease plus a Bane Venom Charm every turn. It's something, right? It helps maybe weaken the thought before we move on to it. I'm hoping we can move a small force onto it next month just to try and start breaking it down. Because it's going to take ages for the giant stack to get here, but if we just play with what we have, it might give them a false sense of security as well for when the mega stack arrives. But yeah, it's just, it's hard to tell exactly. He just claimed a throne, so he's definitely on 4 and sieging 2. So yeah, we'll do what we can. I think that's the important stuff. There's lots of lines, as you can see. Lots of people are moving to Imicton. So we've got, let's see, this person's teleporting. My god is teleporting. The golem killer is cloud trapezing. They're all moving to Imicton. Once my god is here, he can start summoning flame spirits too. These 2 guys are projecting into impassable to take that back. It should be okay. I think that's everything for movement. Just moving everything over here quickly. We have started doing summons, so this guy with the booster is doing the Sandiablas, and the other B2 is doing Rakshasa Warriors. Everyone else is just doing Serpent Fiends. And that should be okay. The B2s are all about to arrive, so they can pivot to Rakshasa Warriors if we want. And then, yeah, we're currently on 215 things in the garrison. And this is not a real army yet, so we might as well just move this onto Tricia and see what we can do. It should be okay. The last thing we're doing is summoning a Sea King and their court. And Sinum's AI now, I mean, I might as well just commit a few things to kind of take their stuff off them. Yeah, Hinnom and Arco both AI. That's a bit... Yeah, it's always the risk with games that start over Christmas is... it's the worst time for players to get burnt out. But I guess maybe they were both pretty small anyway, so... The 4 players left are just me, Makoni, TNN, and Agartha, so... It's gonna come down to us. Anything I haven't covered? Let's think. So, the usual Edge province summons. There's Imington getting set up. Reign of Toads. Ready. Pazuzu next month as well. Taking that province back, moving guys to Imington. Forging a Wavebreaker and summoning a Sea King's Court. We've got Eye of Innocence. Bane Venom Charm, Silent Boots, and Ranger's Cloak. That's the other stealth item. We are still making the Blood Boosters too. We're making Brazen Vessel, Bloodthorn, and I think that's it for this month. But starting next month, it will also be Twisting Thorns and Armor of Souls. And we should be summoning a Dakini every month, yeah. So we got that coming in every month too. So, this hasn't been sieged yet. Nor has this. But if they both get siege next turn, the game might be over. But there's not much I can do until next turn. Next turn we can at least start sieging this. I mean, that's something. I could, like, project my god or something at this, but it's not going to do anything is the problem. Even if I teleported my god, like, what would I do? I suppose now that Foul Air is a... Oh no, because... Yeah, there's something to be said for just doing damage to these armies now that Foul Air is up, but I can't risk my god to do it because my god is holding Foul Air, right? I think globals go down now if you die as an immortal. In Dominion's 5, I think the globals would have stayed up, but I think in Dominion 6 they just go down. I'm not 100% sure. We can returning, I suppose. I should probably forge a Ring of Returning so that we can do something with them. That's probably wise. But what would we do with them? Bone grinding, maybe? Is that thaumaturgy? Then again, you can't even really Ring of Returning on a Demi-Lich, can you? Because they have 5 hit points. You might just die. And the hit that triggers the damage. You need to actually... You need to teleport in, cast something, and then cast Returning, I think. But that has issues because sometimes the AI doesn't cast Returning when it's scripted, which is always a bit annoying. I don't know, maybe there's something I should be doing to these stacks, I just don't know what it is. They're too big to really... Like, I could throw imps at them. Like, what's... And I can also project at them, but again... Like, what's... I don't know if that does anything. I think the best thing I can do is take this as quickly as possible, but... I mean, I could move over now, right? I could take the units that we have and just 3 mages to do Divine Blessing. Let's see what that would look like. Do you think this is worth it? We don't have any troops arriving for ages, so if this goes badly, he could move on to Imington. Like, I could move this out, this communions to do Divine Blessing. I don't know. Let's at least see if he's patrolling. And again, he could win next turn. If he sieges these 2 forts and they're successful, all he has to do is claim the thrones. But then again, with that in mind, that means I would have to... No, there's no point moving on to him. I might as well wait. I guess if it goes well and he doesn't do this, the argument is that I would at least already be sieging, so I'd be doing damage. I mean, that's, you know, that's true. What's arriving here next month? Oh, the factory arrives next month. So we could start replacing the summons. How long until these guys arrive? I think they're going to be in Robber Home next month. Fuck it. Let's give this a shot then. Okay, B2 guy does... Master... Divine Blessing... Could do Bloodletting. Which would disease every... If there's patrollers, that would probably disease everything. That's a funny idea. Oh, it's B4 though. Never mind. Divine Blessing... Bloodlust... Reinvigoration... Reinvigoration... Fire... And keep distance. You're a slave... And you're a slave. You have... You know what? Go nuts. Make sure you have plenty of slaves for... Yeah. Will this achieve anything? I don't know, but let's give it a try. We'll give it a try. And then eventually we'll get the replacements here and we'll start up the factory. And then after that, the giant stack arrives, but... I mean, gotta try doing something, right? Okay, well... I think that's it for turn 63. So, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.